So, I'm live, I guess. Sorry for the MIA when I go mission in action. I'm doing things that I'm supposed to do, but I have a decision to make, and I don't know how to put this path on the path that it's supposed to be. Like, I'm on the right path, but the universe keep throwing me things that I cannot truly handle, or if I can even process myself handling the situation. Because when it comes to me, I can't me versus my spirit, or whether you want to call it ego, the one part of me that is human, which is the image that you're seeing that I'm projecting, if it makes sense. Because a part of me wants to stay where I'm at because I'm comfortable, because the other situation will make me uncomfortable. But what's making me uncomfortable about this particular situation, I don't know how to proceed, but cautious, moving forward from the answer to what I already know that the universe is giving me. Because I've been traveling on levels of different dimensions that it's unnamed, or not a lot of people discover these types of realms where the true gods come from, or where we come from. Because when I look at it, it's in a split path, it's in its own path, but we're taking on the path of what it imagined. So since I can't really truly imagine my own outcome, I have to do this thing where I go into people's minds. I hear their thoughts, I can feel what they're thinking, I can see what they're thinking, and I can hear what they're thinking. If I am involved in their consciousness, does it not make me a creator of my own reality? But this is what I have to make a decision on, because I have another path that is going to take me into the same direction where I want to be headed into my future. But at the same time, my future is questionable, what's in it. Because half of the people that I have already envisioned them to be in my present moment are not really consciously present. So it makes me have to put a new perspective about them and about myself as well. Because when I'm in a vulnerable state of mind, I'm willing to open to all doors, whether it's good or bad. If I'm willing to go through the bad situations that happened in my life, I'm willing to go take a step forward into the good situations or the good outcome. But the thing is, the universe don't give me that ability to see my own outcome, but it allows me to see other people's outcomes and situations. Because one, I'm realizing we all been through this before. It's the same day repeated differently. Is because we're choosing to program our subconscious or unconscious to have a better outcome of our reality once we sit there and process what's been happening to us. This shift been a different shift. So I've been in it and on it, because the reason why I say that, like, people around me who are in a negative state of consciousness, or like in a negative vibration of feeling, when they're around me, they tend to try to like shut me off instead of shutting me on. But do they not realize when I'm shutting on, well, when I'm shutting off, I'm actually on? Because what you can't see when it's off, because you're choosing to close your chakras, but you're trying to close mine at the same time. But the thing is, it's not doing that. It's actually, it keeps creating new paths for me the more you keep doing that. Like, trust and believe that I know I'm a reincarnated spirit. I don't know whether or not if I was a true goddess at one point of my own time, but I do have visions and I do have dreams about my past life, of what paths I had to take, because I already knew that I'd done this shit before. And the reason why I know that I've done this before, because I'm allowing myself to be free in my own imagination, because my imagination is my inner child. My inner child is what's keeping me grounded and rooted here. The more you try to turn her off and on, she's really on, not always off. Like, I'm never off. I might be off just a little bit because I like to disrupt the order, disrupt the chaos from the program, so that way I can put my own initiation into what I want to submit in life, not what other spirits that I can't even really trust from this realm or any other realm trying to tell me that this is right for you. All you gotta do is break the mirror. But if I break the mirror, that means I'm shattering myself into pieces. And I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I've done it before. And when I find myself putting myself back together, what's really holding the gravity or the glue to my solution is because I choose to shift my perspective of what I see that is happening around me? Or is it because I'm more engaging and more present? Because I notice when I'm more present and engaging, the odds are ending in my favor, because one, I'm allowing myself to imagine what I created. Two, if it equals up to the levels of vibration that I'm feeling on the inside, because the future is giving me that feeling, and the past is giving me that, pressure to be in a certain degree of my future. So, past couple of days, I've been letting my past haunt me in a way that it doesn't like truly put me in a state of fear or a state of emotions that can lead me into a stagnant spirit. Because when you're stuck, sometimes your mind is more active than the body. Because when your mind is more active in this 3D matrix, in the fourth dimension, when you're in the fourth and the third dimension, you tend to end up in the fifth and then sixth and the ninth. And the ninth stands for completion. Sorry, I have like allergies. This is crazy. But anyway. So when you're in the ninth, that's when you're completing everything. You're taking everything from all dimensions of you into one. That's when the noble version of you becomes the creator. So, I don't know. You always been the creator. You just didn't know it yet at a time when you was manifesting the things that you was trying to manifest, because you wasn't sure if the things that you was feeling was real or not real. The things that you are experiencing today, you have dreamt it before you awoke. You sleep during the night so that you can wake in the day, in the rising. Same thing when it came to wintertime. You think we went through all that pain during the winter for no reason? Each zodiac goes through a different dimension during the winter than during the summer. Because the summer is when you like blossom. It's when you're in like springtime. You're still in the cocoon. You're still trying to become that butterfly. But it's that moment of time when you don't allow any seasons to dictate what the butterfly should come out or produce, or when to fly, or when to learn how to fly. Just like how a bird can easily learn how to fly as soon as it gets out of the mother room. As us humans, we're not even able to walk yet when we're getting straight out of our mother's womb, because some can, but the newer generation nowadays, after the pandemic babies and during the pandemic, that's when the evolution of like not humanity but just like spirits, like new spirits came out, and we don't know what to do with them, but they already know what to do. They keep telling us we got this. Like, for example, what will you consider a new spirit generation? Like, I'm gonna put this as an example, like Blue Ivy Carter. Like, she's an example of the new spirit generation. She is carrying on her, her own generation, if it makes sense. I really need a tissue. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Okay. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah. And then for me, this is where I come in questioning everything. I'm like, if she can do it, I can pretty much do it. But for me, if it makes sense, I don't know. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna come back with part 2 because apparently we're having a malfunction. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.